Thank you, Dan. Wow, look at you all looking very lovely. Have you had lovely Easters? Have you had, yes? Do you eat? Good. Do you eat lots of chocolate? Was that the thing? No. No, because I don't know my biblical history that well, or my Bible, but I don't recall there being much mention of chocolate or Easter. Unless, and I could have missed something, I'm not sure. But yeah, thank you so much for coming out on this rainy night. I'm very excited. I know that's not a thing, I'm always very excited, I always say that. But I genuinely am excited this month because I've just got back from the Lake District. That deserves a... There you go, that's me done now. Come in. Yeah, I've just got back from the Lake. There's some seats here. I won't pick on you much. I won't. There's seats over there. Yeah, I've just been to the Lake District to Cumbria. I went there for two reasons. I wanted to go and climb a mountain, and that seemed a pretty good place to start. And the other reason was to go and find myself, because that's something that people do these days, isn't they? Find themselves. The thing is, I live in Hastings, and I figured there was no chance that I was going to find myself in Hastings. So I decided to go to the Lake District, because that's a thing, isn't it? It's like you never hear, an enlightened spiritual teacher, do you, sort of saying, well, there I was, bumbling along through life, booked myself a 2-week mini break in Coombe Caravan Park in Hastings, and bingo, I was enlightened. And that you never hear that. Everyone always goes to kind of far-flung, warm and sunny places. India and Sri Lanka and Thailand and never Leicester or Croydon. That doesn't really feature. No one says I'm going to go for a long weekend in Croydon to find myself. Well, I grew up in Croydon, so it didn't do it for me. But there's still hope. So yeah, but they don't do that. What would happen? I was thinking. If you grew up in India, if you were born in India or Sri Lanka or Thailand, where do you go? If you're going to become enlightened, because it can't happen at home. Clearly, that you have to. Maybe they come here. Maybe they are the ones that go to Croydon and find enlightenment. Well, I think that's possible. I think the multi-story car park in Croydon on a Friday night, you can definitely get some mind-altering experiences there. But no, I went to the lakes, and I did. Of the two goals that I set myself, to climb a mountain and to find myself, I achieved the first. I climbed a number of mountains or fells, which was great. On the finding myself, arguably not so much. But and I kind of thought, well, I know I'll find a stone circle, and because they're kind of spiritual places, aren't they? I thought I'll find, or alien landing sites, one of the two, I'm not sure. But I'll go and find myself. I'll find a stone circle, and things will happen. So I discovered Castle Rigg Stone Circle. I mean, I say discovered. When I got there were a couple of coaches in the car park and a display board. But I visited Castle Rigg Stone Circle. And I can't say that I became enlightened, but I did become slightly damp. That's definitely what happened to me when I was there. So there you go. That's it. I can offer no spiritual enlightenment shortcuts. But maybe all I can really say is if you're going to go to the Lake District, you might become enlightened, but take a Google. And maybe don't go to Croydon, or maybe do, but do it on a Saturday night. And